Hey, this is Roger in Finland, and let's talk today about why you might still want to consider the Sony ZV-1 in 2023. Oops. I got this camera in 2021, about 2 years ago, so it's a good moment to make a long-term review after having it used quite a lot. So I just had a business trip to Colorado in the US, and I wanted to take a camera but something small, because after all it was a business trip. I took the Sony ZV-1, and it was an excellent reminder for how a lovely little camera this is. Good for pictures, good for video. It literally fits in your pocket. I was carrying it in the back pocket of my jeans, just don't sit on it. And it's really good. I took some pictures from low light situations. I took some pictures with lots of light but still very nice. I like the focal length range. I like the fact that you can shoot in log profiles when doing video. And all in this small little package with a flip out screen. And for video purposes like this right now, it actually sounds definitely good enough. I know I'm a bit too close, but I'm out with the dog. I'm not carrying any tripod or any handle, definitely not a gimbal. If you think that this is not stable enough, you are correct. But I'm not gonna carry a gimbal in my pocket just to make this type of videos. This is definitely good enough. Things that I love of this camera, as I said, the image quality for being a 1-inch sensor, video, pictures, low light, whatnot. I love the fact that you have full manual control over video. I love the fact that you do get Slog2 and Slog3, and I do not care if it's 8-bit, because I can manage and I can handle it. So all in all, I just love it. And of course, now that the ZV-2 or ZV-1 Mark II or ZV-1Z or whatever they're gonna call it is coming soon, what would I wish they would do differently? Well, wider field of view on the wide end, because of these vlogging situations. It would be really awesome that they make a wider lens, but they don't make it shorter on the long end, because that's really good for pictures and other purposes. And then two things related to the video and photo. One, to have a dedicated button to switch from the video mode to the photo mode, which I believe exists in the ZV-1F, the ZV-E10 and the ZV-E1. And the other thing is that it would keep settings separate for video and picture. For video, more often than not, I'm gonna film using Slog3. If you wanna see my workflow for color grading, for all of those of you who are afraid of the 8-bit, please check my video on AC's color grading with Slog3. But then when I shoot pictures, I'm basically always having it in JPEG PP1. And now when I change from video to pictures, I need to change the picture profile, and I would very much not want to do that. Then for those of you who are more advanced photo shooters, this thing shoots RAW as well. I usually don't. I go for absolute convenience, shooting only JPEGs in PP1. Mostly I just transfer things to my phone and publish to social media, or I just keep mementos. But if I really want to shoot RAW pictures, then maybe I'll just take the A7 IV out. But this is super practical. The stabilization is okay, especially if I'm just holding it and I'm not moving. If I start walking, as you have seen, it does wobble, it does suffer a little bit, but to me that's not good enough reason to get a gimbal, because vlogging with a gimbal, it's way too much for me. If that's the thing for you, then go and get the new RS3, something like that, might work for you. On the movie side, you also get S&Q, or actually HFR, high frame rates that go up to 960 with quite low resolution. I do not use that. If that's for you, good for you. But this thing, what I'm happy and I always shoot, is 4K at 100 megabits per second at 25 frames per second. You might prefer 24 or 30. Anyway, you have the options. Another neat feature is the integrated ND filter, which is not super powerful, but good enough to take you out from a travel at some situations. For this type of walk and talk videos, I prefer the Osmo Action 3 or the Insta360, just because they are lighter and the stabilization is better. But now there are some dots coming. Oh, Is there any alternative in the market right now? I don't think so. Maybe some of the Canon options that I really haven't explored, so this is the one for me. And if they release a ZV-2 or whatever it's called, I don't know what it would have to have for making me selling this one and get the other one, because it's gonna be quite a lot of money. I bought this one second hand 2 years ago. I paid 500 bucks, which I think it would be still a fair price today if it would be a really new unit. Alright, one addition, if the ZV-2 comes with 10-bit 422, that might push me over the edge. And I will say it again for all of those of you who are 8-bit deniers. Yes, 10-bit is better than 8, so is 12 better than 10. Now, are 8-bit and Slog3 totally incompatible? I don't think so. Just get a proper workflow, color managed workflow, whether you're using color space transforms or you're using ACs. And I had success especially with cut light, which anyway is the strength of S-Log, conserving highlights, but even some of the lower light videos, if you expose correctly, they come out nicely and you do have the latitude to do the color grading that you want. So be brave, try it out. It's actually not that difficult. And about the stabilization, I'll say it again. I see often comments on ZV-1 forums where people just bought the camera and seem to expect to have gimbal-like qualities while walking normally. And I think that's unfortunate. Very few cameras can do that. Some Panasonics can. Olympus kind of get close to it. Sony has never been as good, but still none of them are gimbal-like. Now, if you're going to be making movies or videos or real estate where you really need an absolute steady frame, then go get a gimbal. But I don't understand, again it's a personal preference, but I do not understand people that do vlogging with a camera like the ZV-1. The point is how small it is, with a gigantic external microphone, with a massive gimbal, some other things attached to it. Like, yeah, maybe that's for you, it's not for me. And I also enjoy very much how easy it is to transfer pictures from the camera to the phone for social media purposes. And after 2 years with the camera, have I got any accessories for it other than the obvious furry thing on top which comes with the camera, and then a big SD memory card? And please check this video for how to choose memory cards for this camera. Well, almost none, other than the small brick base plate and handle, which makes the camera a little taller, so my pinky has a place to rest and it's a little bit nicer to grip. But then it becomes a little bit more bulky, so if you're gonna have a trip that you want to minimize the size and you might want to put it in your pocket, then get rid even of that one. Other than that, I haven't got any other accessories. I definitely would not want to rig this camera at all. The point of it is how pocketable, small and nimble it is. So why to put a cage on it with really massive things, like get a Z-Cam or some cinema camera for that purpose. Oops. So keep it minimal. That's what the ZV-1 was designed for. And other than the B-roll of the ZV-1 itself, which I can't remember what it was filmed of because it was done a long time ago, the rest of this video is done with the Sony ZV-1 and using the internal microphone as well. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and subscribe. It's been a really long time, and see you soon, hopefully, for some more content.